Hey, we in this motherfucker today. You know what it is. It's the big motherfucking baby. And I'm back, bitch. I'm doing a pod today, goddammit. I ain't done one of these motherfuckers in a while. You know, I got a little Michael Jackson in the background. You know. I wish y'all could see me right now. I'm here hitting my floppy two-step. You know what I'm saying? I'm jigging to the left, jigging to the right. I don't own this music though. It's not mine. It ain't mine. It's Michael Jackson's. Let me take a bite, and y'all say why? Why? Tell them that is human nature. Why? If Yeezy acting this way, they say why? Tell them that is human nature. Why does he do it that way? I'm not getting this way. But yeah, man. It goes for everywhere. Bro, y'all know I can't goddamn sing, but I'm having a good motherfucking time. Yeah, I'm back on the pod. It's been, well, I put some shit out a while back. I don't even remember. But it was just a good time with my boys. Shout out to them. Shout out to Pi, fucking J-Ho, and Boink. We had a hell of a time talking a little basketball, a little football, and all that good stuff. You know, day 2 of the draft. Shout out to the Birds, you know what I'm saying? We went and got Calvin Ridley yesterday. But anyways, enough of my BS. Hold on. Let me run that back. Got a new project coming soon. Me and my man Frico. We developed this concept where we're gonna talk about, we're gonna like scroll through social media and kind of just like comment on social media. And if you follow me on social media and I follow you and you become one of those victims, don't take it personally, man. It's just all jokes. It's all jokes, all fun, you know. Nothing at all is personal. So, sorry about that. Give me a little taste of water. Where do we start? So much has been going on in the world since I've last spoken. I mean, the NBA playoffs have started. LeBron James has hit a game winner. His team is complete and utter trash. Tristan Thompson done got caught cheating right before his baby was born. Yeezy done jumped out the window. They're locking up Pill Cosby. What else happened? Some people in a Waffle House got shot at. The nigga, he hopped through and saved the day. Good on him, man. Good on him. So, you know, we all are a product of our environment, right? Your experiences shape who you are. And the more and more you experience, the more and more you change. You know, and a lot of people that you started the journey with, you're not going to finish the journey with because your experiences are different from their experiences. So in that, you essentially become different people. And you'll always have those memories of where y'all came through together. But it'll get to a point where you'll look around and you'll be like, yo, who is this guy? What happened to him? I don't know him anymore. Because back when we was kicking it, he was nothing like this. He was solid. He was A1. That was my man. You know what I mean? But then you be like, now, oh shit, who the fuck is this man? Shit, I ain't seen this nigga. I don't even know him. So, as you all know, Kanye has jumped out the window, so to speak. He's really shook the pot. He really has people talking about him. Well, let's begin. Last week, he set the world on fire. Because he's back on Twitter. Oh, Kanye back on Twitter. Follow the yellow brick road to Yeezy's Twitter, right? Then anyways, he gets 20 million. He got like 28 million followers now. Like, for somebody who hasn't tweeted since his last album came out. But he's back because his next album's about to come out. So he starts tweeting about the album. Yo, we got this project coming, we got that shit coming. Everybody like, yes, yay, kill it. Fa, 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 fa. Then, you know, he started talking some other shit. And I guess y'all woke folks didn't like it, you know. And before I deep dive into Ye's tweets, I gotta let y'all know that the man is trolling. He is trolling. If someone doesn't utilize social media for an extended period of time, yeah, I get it. They're in their bag, they're working, they want solitude, they want to be away from society while they're creating their product. But at the same time, when they come out with a firestorm of tweets, you have to understand they want your attention. They're trying to build buzz. They want you to feed into what they're talking about. So for everybody who's tweeting about Ye, mad at Ye, you're doing exactly what he wants, because at the end of the day, you're gonna want to hear his music. Remember, he is promoting an album. And for you people who are actually upset with Kanye West, especially the fans, right? And this is something I really got to get at. If you are a Kanye West fan and you're upset with him for the way that he's acting, well, then that's your dumbass fault, because you set entirely too high expectations for somebody that you don't know personally. Now, he may say things publicly, he may have done some things, he may make great music. I'm not going to dispute none of that. But if you have such an emotional attachment to somebody that you do not know, that you have never met, that you get upset when they say some things that you don't like or don't agree with, or you say he's in a sunken place, he's a sellout, he's an Uncle Tom, he's this and that, then you've put way too much faith in somebody you don't know. And that's fucking stupid. So I had to say that because, like, I'm a Ye fan. I'm a huge Ye fan. I absolutely love Kanye, right? And I love his work, right? And I love the person who he, like, you know, he carries himself as for the most part, because he's that guy who's, I'm gonna be unapologetically me, right? I did a pod on that before. I'm gonna be unapologetically me, and I don't give a fuck if you don't like it, because I'm gonna be so good at what I do that you're gonna love my product no matter how you feel about me, because my product is gonna be dope. And that's why all of us are gonna listen to the Kanye album, because he's doing all this shit. But at the same time, like, we know that Kanye's dope. And, excuse me, we're gonna wanna hear that album. Let's see, I got some Facebook comments, you know, I'm out here trolling a little bit. You know, I've never been a oh man, but anyways, some Bill Cosby stuff. We'll get to that a little bit later. But if you're so invested into Kanye, man, you don't know that you're mad. You set your expectations way too high for him. Like, he's industry, he's Hollywood, like he's a Kardashian, like he probably ain't moving around like we moving. You understand what I'm saying? But besides trolling, you gotta kind of look at the tweets, right? And before you look at the tweets, you kind of gotta look at who Kanye's been for a while. Kanye has been frustrated with the status quo. I mean, if you look at Kanye from the beginning of his career, dope producer, they didn't want to let him rap. He's like, nah, man, I can do this. Like, I can spit. I'm fine. I know my shit is gonna work. Good producer, great producer, great rapper. Then he gets into the fashion thing, and he's wearing things that other people would never wear, and he's a trendsetter. He's wearing pink. He's wearing polo. He got his collar up. Oh, he's transitioning to high fashion. Guess what? Ain't nobody else doing that. And it worked for him. Then he decides, you know what? I don't want to wear your stuff. I want to wear my own stuff. I want to make my own shoes. He drops the Nike Yeezys. They go crazy. Everybody wants them. Everybody's buying them because they're the Yeezys. Then after Nike don't want to work the way Ye want to work, he goes to Adidas. And he keeps dropping more shoes and they still selling like motherfucking hot cakes. You know what I mean? It's like soup at the soup kitchen. Everybody wants it. Everybody's eating it. So we can't be mad at Ye because he's always going against the grain. He's a contrarian. He's always done things the way he wanted to do it, whether or not we co-signed it, we approved it, and we always gave him a pass. We gave him the benefit of the doubt. When he came out on stage in a kilt, he wasn't like, oh, that's kind of sus, you know, this man out here in a skirt. It was like, no, man, that's Ye. He's creative. He just thinks on a different brainwave. Then he dropped Yeezus. Oh, we was mad about Yeezus. Oh, I don't know. Kanye talking about we're slaves and blah, blah, blah. Maybe Kanye does not articulate things the best way when he tweets it, when he talks about it, right? But what I feel like Kanye is getting at is there's discriminations in all levels, and no matter how much money you make, right? How much fame you accrue, how much success you get, you are still gonna be treated differently if you look a certain way. That's what I took from the Yeezus era of Kanye, right? Then he comes back with Life of Pablo, and I think, oh yeah, Yeezy's back. Then he goes crazy, tweeting, going on stage, doing his rants and all this stuff. Yo, the man is, I'm not gonna say he's crazy, but he's in a different place. But anyways, let me get back on topic, right? Gotta get back on topic. So he starts tweeting. And in his tweets, he's really just talking about, I'm not gonna read too many tweets specifically because I have better things to do with my life, but most of his tweets are just him. You know, it's him saying, yes, we have to change the way we think. Just because we're African American does not mean we should be Democrats, right? And then he identified with the conservative African American on Fox News. Let me get her name for you. I don't want to do that bad. Hold on, we don't want to hear this video though. No, we ain't playing that. Say Kanye West. Fox News. Oh wow. I'm sorry. Candace Owens, there we go. So yeah, Kanye identified with Candace Owens. Just pretty. And what I took from it is, don't get me wrong. I don't agree with everything that Candace Owens says. Right? I don't. I'm not going to. I'm not going to try to. But from what I've read up on her is, she is the type of person who, excuse me, she's the type of person who understands that there have been she's had some black people have gone through a lot of stuff, a lot of bad things that have set us back generationally from other demographics in America. But what I also take from her is that even though she acknowledges she acknowledges the past, but she's like, hey, we got to move forward. And I get torn on this sometimes because yeah, we can't forget where we came from. Absolutely not. We cannot forget where we came from. But also, with that, we have to remember where we're trying to go. Can't forget where we came from, but we have to remember where we're trying to go. And if we dwell too much in the past, right, we won't move forward. Now, don't take that as we're supposed to forget the past. I don't think we're supposed to forget the past. But if we dwell on the past so much, we're not focused on what's next. And big picture, that's what I think she goes for. Does she articulate that the best? No. She works, she's in the media, she's a blogger, so a lot of things she says is to get attention and to get the people going. You see what I did there? It gets the people going. And we can't fall victim to that and lose the message, right? So with that, with Kanye backing her, I don't necessarily think he backs everything that she says. Hell no, because he even said in his tweets, he doesn't agree with anybody all the time but himself, right? So that means his wife, his family, his close friends. The only person he agrees with all the time is himself. And I can get with that because I feel like you don't say anything or do anything that you don't think is right, right? You think that you're right in your actions, right? I feel that way. But also, I may identify more closely with Ye because he's an only child and so am I. So I may think a little bit more selfishly because I'm not used to sharing. I'm not going to say I was spoiled, but if I wanted something, I usually got it. So I say all that to say we can't lose the message because of the messenger, right? And you have to understand that all Ye is saying is step outside of the box, be creative, and think and develop a free thought, right? If I really believe Ye just wants people, right? And granted, I haven't talked to him. I don't know the motherfucker. He wants people to just be like, hey, you want me to think this way? Why should I think this way? You tell me this is best for me. Why is this best for me? You tell me why. Because if you're telling me this is best for me, I feel like that's a benefit for you, right? Maybe not a benefit for me, but a benefit for you. And you want me to do something. So I'm going to question that so I make sure that I make the best decision. That's what I take away from all of this stuff that Ye's doing, right? That's what I truly believe. I truly believe that he sincerely just wants people to, like, not be slaves of thought, right? Because so often we can become slaves of thought because we believe the things that society tells us that we're supposed to believe, and the people who are telling us to believe this are the same people who are not trying to help us. But we unpack this more and more, right? And like I said earlier, we can have a relationship with somebody and disagree with some of the things that they do, but have a relationship. Everybody's mad at Ye for supporting Trump. I understand that because of all of the stuff that's happened around him. I can understand why you are upset with him for supporting him. But have any of you built a relationship with somebody who may say some wild stuff that you don't agree with? Who maybe even live a lifestyle that you don't agree with, but the interactions that you all had amongst one another were positive. So then y'all had y'all's own relationship separate from everybody's perception or even everybody's reality of this person. If you haven't, that's fine. But for those of you who have, like, really built a relationship with somebody, I mean, you can build a relationship with somebody that's flawed and your interactions with them are positive. Some people won't interact with those type of people, but I personally don't care about other people's flaws. If my interactions, my relationship with you is positive and it's good, oh man, run it. So I feel like that's the situation Ye is in with 45, right? And that's their prerogative. I could care less about their relationship personally. Like, I'm not gonna pile on Ye. I'm not gonna be mad at Ye for people that he has relationships with. And we don't know how far back this relationship dates, right? Because they do run in similar circles: the Hollywood circle, the the A-list circles. They're probably going to the same parties. This relationship probably goes back to the late 90s, the early 2000s. You know what I mean? For all we know, this is a 20-year relationship that we just didn't know about because we're not privy to all that information. So understand, you can have a relationship with somebody and disagree with a lot of things that they do. I have friends. I love them to death, but there's certain things about their lifestyle that I just can't accept and I don't like. But it doesn't mean I dislike the person. And also, I've been seeing where people want to kick Ye out the race, right? They want to redo the racial draft. They like, y'all can have Ye. We looking for a free agent that can replace Ye. And that's okay. If we want to kick him out, that's fine. We try to get rid of OJ. That's cool and all that good stuff. But this speaks to a bigger issue, right? Or bigger subject. We want to kick Ye out for the way he's acting, but he's still black no matter what we say, right? So that should tell us that just because somebody's black doesn't mean that they speak for the entire black community. Doesn't mean that we identify with them just because we have the same skin color. Guess what? That applies to people of other races too. You know what I mean? So, in the same breath that we're trying to denounce what Ye's doing, let's look at it from the other side. When we see people from other races who are acting in a way that we don't approve of, we can't tag it to the whole race, the whole culture. We have to tag it to the individual because people are individuals and individuals do what individuals want to do, right? You know what I mean? Like, individuals are going to do what they want to do. So if we want to kick Ye out for doing things that we don't think is okay by black standards, we can't hate every white person because of the actions of 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or hell 1,000, because there's so many people in this world that this person over here doesn't represent the mass. You know what I mean? So that's how I feel about that. Like, be mad at Ye. I could give a fuck less if you mad at Ye. I don't know him. If I don't know you, I don't give a damn what you do. Uh-oh. I got my Facebook boom today, boy. I've been trolling. So, but I want to pivot here, right? Where's my other notebook at, man? I done took all these notes on Kanye, because Kanye is really driving this whole conversation. I've been talking forever about the same damn person, right? Let's catch up. Oh, man, excuse me. Ebro. So was it Monday, Tuesday? I don't remember what day it was this week. I think it was Monday. Ebro comes out. He's talking about Ye, right? And Ebro's mad at Ye. Man, this nigga Kanye tripping, blah, blah, blah. I posted what I posted about him. Then somebody hit me up, and I'm like, yo, son, you got my number. If you want to talk to me, we could chop it up. Ebro gets the phone call. Ye's on the line, and they talk for 30 minutes, right? And so Ebro's saying like, yeah, you cooning for the cash. And he may be cooning for the cash. Again, I told y'all earlier in the pod, he's trolling. He's trying to sell albums. He's trying to run it up. He's trying to get the bag, you know what I mean? And the more shit he talks, the more dumb shit he do, the more we put his name in every sentence, the more people can listen to the album. Right? Am I wrong? Am I lying? Like Buck used to say? DeMonte, am I lying? Let me. Todd Dean, am I lying? Chris Edwards, am I lying? No, man, I ain't lying. Y'all don't know about that. But he says, yeah, you wouldn't have to meet with Trump to talk about Chicago. And he ain't doing nothing for Chicago. He played you. Maybe so. Maybe not. I don't know. But guess what, Ebro? You having a conversation with Kanye? And then talking about it on your radio show? He played you, son. He got you talking about him. That's all Ye wanted. That's why he made sure his mans called you, got your attention, because he wants you to talk about him. He's trolling, bro. He got you. Got him. I really got to invest into a soundboard because I would have my gunshot, pow, pow, pow. Motherfucker, you dead on this month. You know what I mean? And let me see, what else? Take the reason of that plan. Yeah, whatever. Build this buzz. Don't stop. I'm just telling you, don't sleep on the genius of Ye. Ye is a motherfucking genius, right? And that's all he's doing. He's just so smart. He's just taking advantage of, he's figured out what makes people going. It gets the people going. And he's just doing it over and over again. But again, remember, it's all about freedom of thought, right? So I'm about to pivot again. Pivot. Do we separate? Can we? I mean, I know I can. Can we separate Kanye the person from Kanye the artist? You know what? Hold on. Nah, fuck it. Yeah, can we separate Kanye the person from Kanye the artist? I mean, I can. Separate Kanye the person. Hey, shut up, no phone. I don't know the person. I've never known the person. Have no idea, no intention of getting to know the person. And I'm perfectly okay not ever knowing this motherfucker a day in my life. But the artist, I love him. He's great. He drives culture. He manipulates people. He shapes what we do. He shapes what we talk about. And his music is dope. And every time he drops, we fall into his trap. We do. And we talk about separating the person from the character. Bill Cosby the same way, but we're going to talk about Bill Cosby a little bit later. Because can we separate Cliff Huxtable? Oh shit, hold on. You know, no, compressed vocal. You know, we talk about, can we separate Ye the artist, Ye the person, Cosby the artist, Heathcliff Huxtable the character? Can we celebrate them? Can we separate them? I don't know. And should we separate them? I'm going to tell you, if you're good at what you do and you do it well and I enjoy it, I'm going to separate it. I don't care about your personal life, because what I think is social media has given us the opportunity to go deeper into the people that we follow's lives, right? We find more about them personally than we did generations ago. And a lot of the people who came up before Ye, these older people, we don't know anything about their personal lives because they didn't let us in, which is fine. I mean, they didn't have the means to do it. So some of these people who you think were, oh yeah, they were great for the movement, they were great for the company, they were everything that we needed. Man, no the fuck they wasn't. They was just getting their bag. They was making their money. They weren't worried about this shit that you worried about. But again, what do I know? I'm just a big motherfucking baby. And then finally, my last topic on Ye. Are we boycotting the album? I know lately we've been boycotting a lot of shit. We boycotted the NFL. We boycotted H&M. We boycotted Starbucks. I think we boycotted Target at some point in time. Y'all niggas didn't take that seriously. Are we gonna boycott Ye's album? Because I feel like if you've been boycotting everything else with your woke asses, you know, if you stay woke too long, you get delusional. You gotta get some sleep. But if you've been boycotting everything else, you gotta boycott Ye's album, right? Don't you? Wouldn't that be the right thing? Hell, I don't know. Because I'm just a big motherfucking baby, right? I ain't boycotting the album. I'm gonna listen to it the day it come out. I'm gonna keep it 100. And I only say that because I can separate the artist from the person. Speaking of boycott, we're gonna pivot here. Yeah, we're gonna do a nice little pivot. Pivot. Keep the pivot foot. You know, you can't change your pivot foot. That's a walk. But now we're gonna pivot into Bill Cosby. Because I saw today, oh wait, we know Bill Cosby's found guilty, right? We'll get into that. But goddamn, they done took Cosby off the streaming services. I can't watch the Cosby Show. I want to hear about the Jello pudding pops on the wall and Theo. And I want to look at Lisa Bonet fine ass. You know what I mean? The Cosby kids, that family shaped my childhood. You know what I mean? Watching the Cosbys, as a young black man, it gives you hope. I mean, you look at Bill Cosby and Felicia Rashad, you're like, man, golly, they made it, man. They doing it. You see Lisa Bonet, yeah, man, they really doing it. I don't really know what Tempest Bledsoe did. You be like, yeah, Malcolm Jamal Warner, he really did it. Then you see Keisha Knight Pullum, yeah, man, she really did it. Raven Simone, even though we don't agree with with a lot of shit she be doing, man, they really did it. As people, as black people, right? But even more, you look at the Cosby Show, right? Like Cosby's, you know, Cliff Huxtable. Heathcliff Huxtable. He's a damn doctor. He was the pussy doctor. Shocker there. And then his wife was a damn lawyer. Like, nigga, we made it. Like, black excellence. And I think it's a travesty that they're removing the show from streaming services. Now, don't get me wrong. I am not taking up a Bill Cosby because he's a creep. You need to put him behind them balls where he belongs. He's probably gonna die in a year, 2 years tops. He may die before sentencing. He's gonna say, fuck it, you know, what I need to live for. You're all I'm living for. Yeah, then take your freedom. I ain't got nothing to live for. Oh, ho, 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 ho. You are my freedom. You're everything I need. And oh, ho, 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 ho. You are my freedom. You're all I'm living for. Yeah, Bill Cosby lost that freedom. Shit, lost where to live. But I firmly believe he should be behind bars for what he did, because you get out of them accusers, I'm pretty sure you done did it. And I ain't gonna defend you. Now, there's some people out here who's like, well, if Bill Cosby is going to jail, everybody else is going to jail. You're absolutely right. If other people, all these other Me Too, the rape allegation, yeah. Damn, get Matt Lauer fired. Run them charges up like I did on Cosby. Hell. You wait till Cosby ready to pull over. You're just going to put him in the grave soon. But back to what I was saying is, we don't need to take this black excellence off of TV just because of Bill Cosby's personal life. Again, he needs to be punished for what he did. But the positive that he's done, the hope that he inspired amongst black people should not go away. Like, Bill Cosby's the mastermind behind It's a Different World, ooh, from where you come from. Yes, it is. Like, great show. Inspired a lot of people to go to HBCUs. When I missed my HBCU, shout out to the house, yeah, Morehouse, class 2014, this bitch. When I missed my HBCU, I watched A Different World because the lessons, some of the situations, hell, the campus they shot it on is where I went to school. So I love it. But we can't take these things away. The Huxtable family, we can't take that away. We just gotta lock Bill away and throw away the key. I mean, yeah, he gotta go down that road. He deserves it. He sure deserved that. But all you motherfuckers out here trying to defend Cosby, I can't get with that. I can't get with defending the motherfucker who out here touching folks, fucking folks while they sleep, giving them pills to fall asleep so they can fuck them. Say, look, man, if you can't get the pussy off your game, you can't just be, hey, yo, baby, you know, blah, 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 you know what I mean? You go back to the crib and do what it do, you know. If you can't get a pussy that way, you don't need it. No, sure don't need it. It ain't good for you. And you turn into a rapist. And they put you behind bars like Cosby. But I will say, for all these other people who are out here doing the same damn thing, we need to find them, we need to lock them up. So, to the women, if you gonna get a man fired for sexual assault, sexual harassment, all that shit, run them charges up. We need to get him behind bars. We need to get him working hard for us, free labor. You know what I mean? We need some license plates. You dig? You know what I'm saying? We have to hold these people accountable. Besides losing their job, they need to lose their fucking way of life, because if you are gonna take one of the most important things from somebody, their fucking, I don't know, their fucking sex. You're gonna take sex from them and turn to a traumatic thing. If you're gonna, you don't deserve to be walking around free until you learn how fucked up you are and you correct your mistakes. But that's just me. What do I know? I'm just a big motherfucking baby. But I know my Snapchat followers about to be dumb mad, because like my story about to be like stupid long. It's like stupid long. So another thing that I want to kind of pivot into is the sensitivity of society, right? And it's going to be my last topic for the day, right? I just don't understand why like society has become so goddamn sensitive. And what people don't get is, the more sensitive you are, the less that people learn, right? Because if we're always being politically correct and trying to say the right thing at the right time all the time, we're never gonna disagree about stuff. We're never gonna push the limits. And if you don't push the limits, you become stagnant, right? And social media has like really fed into this PC thing, like sensitivity, because everybody puts themselves out there, but they only show their positive side, so you don't get that negative shit. And like a lot of these millennials, they don't joan, they don't crack jokes, so they're not used to having their flaws pointed out by people, right? So then you only post your good pictures. You got to take the picture 17 times to get your angles right. You know what? Here's what I'm not gonna do. I prepared a rant on sensitivity of society, and I really, really wanted to go in on that, but I've gone in enough today. So we're gonna call it a day, and I'm gonna do this rant a little bit later. I want to further develop it. I didn't like where I was going with that. So, you know, again, it's the big motherfucking baby, and we got some new projects coming soon. We got some shit brewing, man. We got some shit brewing. So be on the lookout for the new projects. Be on the lookout for this pod. You know, hey, big baby out.